with the release of Project Mud Racing, I have decided to take a look back at its predecessor. First, more spiritual predecessor, because it's made by the same team but not the same team. So today we are taking a look at Project Cars 2, which is a game I really liked back in the day. It basically introduced me to a lot of new racing disciplines. It introduced me to my favorite racing track still to this day, Bathurst, here at Mount Panorama, and it was just a big step in my sim racing career. So today we are going to be doing a 10-minute race with time acceleration around Bathurst in GT3s in the Manthey Porsche right here. And while with the race, I'm going to be talking to you about the game, what it meant to me, what it was like back then, and if I still think it holds up. So here we go then. That's a Cadillac GT3 right there. I did not know that existed. I know that it exists, I don't think so. But off we go for the race. I've turned them quite down because from a few test races I've noticed that I'm quite shit. So hopefully now we can have a bit of a race. Let's start with the AI. In fact, they are quite chaotic. They can be good, they can race. They can race you, they can race each other, they can crash into each other. Thank you for the demonstration, AI. Which is actually a bit of a low point for the game, in my opinion. They can be quite stupid at times, and it can kind of break immersion. But it's enjoyable to race against them. Another strong point of the game, in my opinion, diversity. It just had everything. I'm currently racing GT3s at Bathurst. You had LMP1s, you had F1 cars, you had a reinterpretation or interpretation of a future F1 car. That is what they thought it would be like. Only give it 6 gears though. We had karts in this game. Rallycross was also quite a big thing. You could do a lot of things in this game. Lots of tracks, and the game is just beautiful. Still to this day I think it looks great, and it's easy to run. I mean, a lot of games today look great when you turn the graphics up a bit, but I find them hard to run. I don't have the newest PC with the best things in it, and it costs like $1 million to build, but it's no slouch either, and it finds games like ACC, for example, or even LMU at times hard to run. But this game, just no problem, and it looks great. I'm not even with the graphics at full volume, if you can say that about the game, and a game's graphics. It still looks amazing. This game introduced me to motorsport classes outside of F1, because when this game released, or when this game appeared on my personal radar, I was doing league races on F1 2018 and 19. I think
7 minutes remaining.
I think just 18 though.
Right side.
I'm not sure.
All good, you're clear now.
I was pretty much only aware of F1 and NASCAR. But this game showed me endurance racing, GT3s, touring cars. I remember doing a league with touring cars, and it was just eye-opening for me. And in that instance, it's great. It's a great game for diversity and discovering new things. And I love diversity. It's basically why Assetto Corsa is my favorite sim, just because of the modding scene. Because the base game of Assetto Corsa is quite lackluster.
Still 2 back.
Well, but yeah, you can see now the sun is setting. So we are going to approach nighttime. Let me turn on my headlights, absolutely no difference there. But it was great league racing in this game. It's actually how I got my current name of Don Lucio. There was this guy in one of my leagues called Don Alexi, and he was quite quick, so I thought that maybe I would take a bit of his name, maybe I think he would give me some pace. He didn't. So that's how I changed my name to Don Lucio. It was I think Fish or something. Yeah, Fish, WCR Fish, WCR being the league I used to race on. But that's how I got the name Don Lucio, and it's stuck with me since. And it's a story I tell people happily, because I used to love league racing on this game. It was just great. I had a soft spot for this game. Let's see if I can overtake this Audi, and then I'll keep talking. Because we have 5 minutes left in the race. So I can get the move down on the Audi. Let's talk about the physics. That's the biggest thing about this game. The physics are quite car dependent, in my opinion. I mean, these are modern GT3 cars. They have assists, right? But sometimes they drive like they don't. And I think, especially under braking, it definitely feels like sometimes they lock up, even though ABS is technically on. But in classic cars, it's great. They feel quite like you'd expect them to feel, and it's a nice feeling driving them. If I had to describe the overall handling model of this game, though, is controlled oversteer in a way. The cars into corners, no matter if you're overspeeding or just going slow or whatever, constantly feel like the back end is going to step out. It's not going to, you have to just trust that it will stick by the time you reach corner exit. But it's a weird feeling to get used to at first. And it definitely can throw you off. It threw me off when I reinstalled the game to do the practice laps. So in that way I wouldn't say it's necessarily realistic. Of course, I have never driven a Porsche GT3 car around Bathurst in real life. The fastest thing I've driven around the track in real life is a rental car. But I don't think that's how the cars behave. And I think that's the common consensus on the handling of this game. But it can be fun. And that, for me, when playing a game, even a sim, is the most important factor. Am I having fun? If I'm not having fun, I'm uninstalling the game. I don't care. Because I can't really judge realism. As I said, I haven't driven these things, but if I'm having fun, that's the whole point. And this game can be fun. And the best word, and I think back in the day, Jimmy Broadbent said it the best, this game can be the best for immersion. Now currently maybe it's at odds with Automobilista 2, which is kind of Project Cars 2.5. But this game can be really immersive, especially in endurance races like this. And with the sounds being so good, the spotter there, the AI, they're just debunking what I was saying as I was saying it. Thank you. But if you just want to relax, after maybe a stressful league race on F125, maybe a long or a tough official race on iRacing, where you try to get the iRating up to get to the next license or whatever, do a race here, have some fun, relax yourself. This game is like a cold beer after a day's work. Like, it's not exactly good for you, but it does feel nice. And that being said, if you don't like beer, don't try beer just because I've said so. Especially if you're underage. 1 minute to go in the race. Let's see if I can not finish last now, because I'm pretty much done talking about the game. So let's focus on the driving. Gosh, this game looks amazing. Whoa. Almost lost the car there. I don't know if I need to be able to make a move. I would have to dive on this McLaren really hard to manage to do it. I'm a bit far behind. I'm not quite there. Into the final corner, down inside. There we go. Not last. Oh, this has been Project Cars 2. What a game. It's still enjoyable, in my opinion. So if you have it, check it out. Give it another shot. Have some fun. I've been Don Lucio and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.